Hi everyone, my name is Fernanda, and today in First Chapter Friday, we're going to be reading a book called Warrior Girl. And this book was written by Carmen Tafolla. The cool thing that I really liked about this book and how it was written, it's written sort of as if it was in small little poetry segments, or it almost feels like you're reading the diary of this character. So in that case, I'm going to read a couple segments of the book, and I hope you like it. I really thought it was a really nice book. All right, starting with the first segment. Life slapped her hand hard. Felt like life had slapped her hard hand over my mouth and tried to shut me up. Tried to keep me from being me. Keep me from even my song, even my name. Yes, she tried to shut me up, and for a little while she did. How I got my name. So when I was born, my mom said, "Ay, qué preciosa. I want to name her Celina." But my dad said, "I want to name her after my mom, Teresa." And mom nodded kind of and said, "We'll name her Celina Teresa. And we can call her Tere around the house so grandma can know how much we love her." And they did. And everything was so good with my name except for one thing. My dad's last name is Guerrero and my mom's is Amaya. And the nurse got confused when she saw all those names. Celina Teresa Guerrero Amaya. I don't think 4 is too many names, but I guess the nurse did. So she wrote down Guerrera with an A at the end instead of an O, and dropped the Amaya completely. No one noticed right away because they were too busy oohing and awing over me. Then the birth certificate came in the mail, and they noticed it, and Dad laughed. He said, "Well, Guerrera means a woman warrior. I bet she'll be brave and strong and fight for justicia." And then he said, "We could get it fixed later, maybe." And Mom repeated, "Maybe." Then, the very next month, my dad was deported back to Mexico for not having the right papers. Funny how papers can be so right and so wrong, and can even mean more than people in some folks' eyes. What matters? Luckily, my dad returned to us pretty soon because there was no way he was going to leave my mom alone to raise their beautiful baby girl, me. Mama said to get back. Dad had to work to raise money and borrow some from his cousin too. He had to swim across a river at night and then cross a desert with no water and then walk through a field of snakes, but he came back. And he kept working here to pay for the rent and for the food and the diapers. He kept trying to get those papers, but something else always had to be paid first. Like taking me to get my shots, or getting the motor fixed on the car, or learning enough English to do his taxes, or working to help Mama pay for her nurse's aid schooling. But nothing was going to stop him from being there for me and being the best dad, and that's what really matters. Grandma said I was wonderful. Life is so much fun, so rica, with adventure and dreams. When you're little and at home with people who love you and look at you with eyes full of hope. That's what my grandma said. She looked at me even when I was bad and snuck an extra pan de polvo off the plate before the party, and laughed and said, "Qué sinvergüenza esta muchacha." Even those words said I was rascally. That's not what her eyes said. I saw her eyes. They said I was wonderful. Couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for the first day of first grade. I was big, I was cool, I was ready to go and show La teacher that I was smart and pretty and wonderful. I even put 2 bows in my hair so that I'd look bien pretty. I thought first grade was going to be better than Christmas, but instead of getting things, we'd be learning things. And I especially wanted to show the teacher that I already knew how to write my name in big letters like a big girl. Tere. Tere, the name of my grandmother, and my grandmother's grandmother, and my grandmother's grandmother's grandmother. I remember that day so clearly. Remember bursting with excitement. But sometimes things don't turn out the way you hope. First grade Tere tells her story. My teacher was so pretty, a big, tall lady with blonde hair. But our first conversation went like this. Hi, I'm Miss Jones. Hi, I Tere. Aw, Terry. No, is Tere? No, it's pronounced Terry. Is pronounced Tere. No, watch my mouth. Terry. See? No, is Tere. Is always been Tere. Look, make my mouth like this and pronounce it right. Terry. That's what your name is here, and you will learn to say it right. Pero right is Tere, miss. She looking at me so mean, and her eyebrows like 2 standing up lines of mad. So I say, okay, because no importa, it doesn't matter. I in first grade, I smart, and I want teacher lady to like me. Erased. When I color the Cinderella princess, I make her look like my big cousin, with long black hair down to there and blue glitter above her eyes. But teacher says Cinderella has blonde hair. She takes away my picture, says, do it over, do it right. And I think, no importa, because maybe she doesn't understand. Then we go to the cafeteria and the food looks weird. I'm hungry after lunch, but no importa, doesn't matter. In gym, I get my own coach, like in the Olympics. He lets the boys go first to show how to run the races, even though I run faster than Juanito and Chale. When I hear, corre, Juanito, coaches come over to scold me, says, this is the US, speak English. So I say, run, Johnny, run. Coach still looks at me funny, but I think, no importa, because gym is over. We go back to the class and teacher says, she's gonna teach us how to write our own names. I show her my paper full of big, proud letters that say, Tere. She erases my name. Says I got too many capitals and not enough R's. She tells me, do it over, do it right. But my paper looks so empty, and I feel like I just disappeared, got erased, turned invisible, and it hurts. So I'm glad we have a game at the end of the day, so I can show La teacher how smart I am. Teacher explains the game. When I touch your head, jump up and say your name. I jump up, say Tere. And she mumbles something about putting me in the show class. I don't want to be in the show class, to move slow and run slow and act slow, but I don't say anything. I go home and take off my 2 bows. I have first grade again tomorrow. but no importa. It doesn't matter. Moving. We had to move. I don't remember why. My dad got a new job, or the old job finished, or didn't get paid enough to stay. The new town wasn't any bigger than the old one, but the people were meaner to us, and I felt a lot more lost, especially in school. The teacher there must have taken lessons from the teacher in the old place, because she too changed my name to Terry. Guess none of them liked names that sounded like Spanish, so they took away my name. I wonder why it is left that I can't take it away. And I think I'll stop there. I think we read through a number of segments from the book Warrior Girl. If you would like to check it out, it is available at the main library in all of our branches. You can put a request in. I hope you enjoyed today's First Chapter Friday and hope to see you guys soon. Goodbye.